Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Are you ready for the best Kansas City Chiefs insights? Welcome to the Four Guys in a Bar podcast, presented by Chiefs Blitz and sponsored by Eric Haynes with the Eric Haynes Group. If you're looking for a real estate expert, call Eric Haynes today at 816-729-3785. That's 816-729-3785. Now, here is your Chiefs Blitz host, Nick Athan, with Lou Montagna, Andre Tillman, and Hense Todd.
Represented by ChiefsBlitz.com. I'm your host, Nick Athan, alongside my partner extraordinaire, Mr. Hense Todd with Bowtie Sports. Check out the show every Saturday at 1 o'clock, and they talk all things Kansas City sports with Coach Dre. And it is
something new we'll be talking about, too, with the Kansas City Mavericks.
That's right. That's right. We're going to be doing some stuff with the Kansas City Mavericks. Excited about that as well. We'll have the details on that. But first up, before we get into the show, let's talk about our sponsors that make the wheels turn here at the Four Guys in a Bar podcast. First up, Mr. Eric Haynes with the Eric Haynes Group. If you're looking for someone who can help you buy or sell a house in the greater Kansas City metropolitan area, there's nobody better than Eric Haynes. You can reach him two ways. You can give him a call at 816-729-3785, or you can email him at esaleskc@gmail.com.
Proud sponsor of Chief Who?
That is correct. Another proud sponsor is my incredible wife, Emily Athan. If you're looking for a better health insurance option, whether it be a marketplace or a private plan, she can evaluate your current situation, whether you're an individual, self-employed, business owner, or a part of a family. Let her do all the hard labor. She'll find you the best plan. You just got to do what fits your budget and what the best coverage is for your family. So call her today, 913-215-9086.
Emily.
That's right. That's right. Another incredible sponsor is the guys at Resell Electronics.
Emily.
Save big on the hottest electronics. At Resell Electronics, we offer the best deals on new and pre-owned TVs, game consoles, cameras, plus so much more. With two convenient locations along Noland Road in Independence, stop by and visit us today.
That's right. Christmas is 1 week away, so you've got a week to go to get your favorite electronic items for your loved ones or for yourself. They've got great specials at Resell Electronics. They've got two locations, 1214 South Noland Road and on 40 Highway inside the flea market. You can go in and check them out and see what they have for you available for your friends or your family. And remember, if you tell them Chiefs Blitz or Bowtie Sports sent you, you get 10% off on your purchase. So check them out, 816-886-7285, or check out their website at resellwithac.electronics.com.
Resell.
That's right.
Electronics.
Wow.
Nice. I like that.
T-Pain enters the bar.
Hey, it caught me off guard. Hey, it caught me off guard. Usually I come with the background, man.
Yeah, let's go. T-Pain, let's go. Hey, come on, Hensley.
Everybody
Everybody's doing great. Got Lou Montagna, the other senior member.
Oh,
and Coach Dre, Andre Tillman as well. Merry Christmas in a week. Hey, Kareem is here today. Look at this.
He's always on game day.
Kareem is in the house. Kenny St. Clair isn't going to be here today, so he's going to be out. So you got a good chance, Kareem.
Well, I got two different scripts. I got one with Kareem, one without.
Oh, so. I got you. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right,
Kareem, I don't work that hard. That's just a joke.
Yeah, it's just a joke. Yeah. It's just the way it levels out. It is Wednesday, and it is Hump Day, and it is 4 days before the Chiefs face the Houston Texans. We'll get to some of the news on that and some topics of the day. But gentlemen, here we are a week from Christmas. So before we get started, What is the best Christmas gift each of you have ever gotten in your life?
Love.
Okay.
Look at Coach. Right.
Just goes
on
right
it.
in.
That's it. Love.
All right, Lou.
I think I can't remember what year it was. I was probably like 11 or 12, but my family, my parents had gotten so sick of me monopolizing the TV with sports. They got me my own TV in my room.
Wow.
So that was it. that was probably the best one right there.
That's great. Lou, Hense?
It was the big wheel, man. I always wanted the big wheel.
Sure.
You know what I mean? When I was little and finally got one, slided down it. You didn't have no brakes, but you had to step back, but the wheels could spin out. So it was the big wheel.
Wait, hold on. Wait. The only way you do that, you have to be flying down a hill. Now, were you going down a hill, sir?
Look down the hills.
What's the point of having a big wheel if you're not going downhill?
Man, when you turn, you're gonna flip though. Man, you're gonna turn, you're gonna flip now. Nah,
Then I also got the little Tommy little car with the little 2 red doors, the yellow little top.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's the name, the Tonka car or whatever that was.
Yeah, I got me a PlayStation. The first PlayStation 1 came out, man. That's the only thing on my list that I love my parents, man. But I had a long list, and then the gifts I got wasn't what I put on the list. So I was like, you know what? I'm grateful. I appreciate it.
But nothing gets better than this gift that I got from Nick. It was one last year Christmas with Rashid Rice. Autographed him, and what I mean. So if you guys can see, it is autographed Rashid Rice. Absolutely. So that that was one of my favorite gifts as well. So.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
nice.
Look at mine.
So I haven't thought about the answer, but I would have to say definitely in the top 3. I got a Schwinn bike with a banana seat and kind of that roll bar back, you can lean back like you're a biker.
Yes, sir.
I had a water bottle on there. I had a pump on there.
Yeah, you had back support.
And I had back support. And I love that bike. It was green. It was a Schwinn, for those.
Ain't running from no dog on that bike.
Don't run away from a Schwinn bike. It's still the best bike out there, period. There's nothing close to it.
That's what's up. And a water bottle. Came with a
water bottle and the pump and
I always wanted a bike with a water bottle. I never had it.
Yeah, I was rolling, and I didn't have the bell. I was a little old for that. I think it was about 12 years old when I got.
What was the purpose of that damn bell anyway?
When you're little, when you're my younger kids, when they had their first bikes, and even Zale on his bike, he's got a little bell just so people can hear, so he doesn't get hit by a car or a stranger.
Hey, real quick though, Bo, you ain't riding that big wheel up no hill, are you?
Nope.
Them plastic wheels is done. You hear me?
I got 7 brothers, so we had, everybody, can I ride? Can I ride? Well, the only way you ride, you got to push me up the hill. So somebody had to push me up the hill.
Even on bikes, man, them hills was tremendous. Yeah, them hills was tremendous on them bikes. Boy, I just hate going up these hills. I'm like, damn, man, but flying down. Guys, real quick, did y'all ride your bike with no hands down the hill? Am I the only one that did it with no hands, man?
I did that all the time.
Ooh, boy,
heck yeah,
I love that, boy. Down the hill with no hands.
Speaking of bikes, do you think these kids these days know how to change the bike tire? Now to take the tube out, put the tube back in. I don't think they nowadays.
Hence, you rarely see kids riding bikes anymore.
Really
Occasionally, like you see, like sometimes I drop off my youngest at school, and there's a couple of kids that even in this weather will ride their bikes.
It was out in any weather.
These big ass fat tires and whatever, and just a different look to it. But at least they're riding those. But changing the tire, I don't.
Could you change a big wheel tire?
I would certainly bet against it.
All about when you remember your chain used to break. Do you know how to change?
Man,
I hated that. That was the most. That was just. It was so.
Hey, Kareem, it kept me balanced, Kareem.
So now on my chopper bike, I actually had a 3-speed, so there was a stick shift on that chopper. And that would cause the chain to move, obviously, to go to different gears, so it would slip off occasionally.
Right.
Listen.
That kind of made the ride a little bit more interesting.
Could you change a big wheel tire after the plastic busts? When the plastic on the big wheel tire busts, what do you do with your big wheel?
We throw it in
New
trash.
one.
You throw it in the trash.
What the hell are you gonna do with it,
Put
Coach?
duct tape on it. Put duct
It's not
tape
like
on
you
it.
go buy a spare.
Put duct tape on it. Put some duct tape on it, man.
Speaking of bikes, man. What do y'all remember? Who taught you how to ride a bike or your first time?
I taught myself. I had training wheels.
Training wheels.
Yeah, training wheels.
I started out with the little ones. It was short. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't for a very long time because it was a little. I mean, I guess there was a certain amount of embarrassment, right?
Yeah.
You know, what are those two little wheels in the back for? But yeah, absolutely had those.
Hold on.
Yeah, it was my Uncle Steve is the one who taught me how to
big
ride
wheel
bike.
on the curve, big dog. Hey, you know what though?
God rest his soul.
That's a waste of money, man. Like me, I had the big wheel. I had keys in my big wheel. I'm flying down the hill. Yeah, I wrecked.
Big old plastic keys.
Yeah, hell no. Hey, Bo, I had the real key though. Like I was serious with it, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but listen, if the back tire fall off, I got pliers. I used to have my little pliers.
I get to see you tumble. I get to see you rolling.
Hey man, those were the days, man.
Watch me make this turn, Dad.
Boy, hey, if I'm running from a dog, I'm hopping off that big wheel fast.
We didn't have helmets back then either.
The hell with this big wheel.
Yeah, my oldest brother taught me how to ride a bike. He was like, "Hey, hold on," and he let go. He was wobbling, wobbling.
Did he tell you he let you go, or he just let go?
He didn't tell me to let me go. I was just wobbling.
Smart
I
man.
got it together.
Smart man, because he tell you, say if he tell you I'm gonna let you go, you're gonna panic.
Yeah.
I used to put the bike cans, back in the tire, making my sound.
That was next level, guys. In the comment section, did y'all put cans behind y'all wheels? Because
the card or the card in the spindlers.
Yeah, the baseball card and the
baseball card
and like a little laundry clip, right?
Yeah, probably a Babe Ruth Ricky card or something like that.
Wasn't childhood great back in the day? Because when you go outside as a kid, it's creative, man. I had the cans and the tires, man. I had a motorcycle flying down a hill, chain popped, man. It's amazing being a kid.
So you guys doing that just married thing, like off the back of the car? With
Absolutely, man. Yeah.
So speaking of that, let's get right into it. I know what people are in here for. I know what they're waiting on. They waiting on Chiefs who? Are you ready, Lou?
Without further ado, Hensley, let's get into it. Strike up the band. Here we go, gang. Once again, it is time for Chief Who? Brought to you by that handsome young man there, Eric Canes and the Eric Canes group. We play this every Wednesday. We keep score. You guys can keep score at home. And if you do, God bless you. We've got Kareem with 3, Kenny St. Clair with 2. Looks like Kareem showed up and Ken did not. So this could be a significant move in the overall standings with only a couple weeks left. I'm going to read off a series of concocted clues that probably only make sense to me, but it's my game, so that's how we roll.
Right.
You all can guess. The panel will have their guess after the clues are read, and if no one gets it, obviously, and then see where it goes. So here we go.
Let's do it.
This Chief played his high school ball at a football factory. This Chief played his high school ball at a football factory. This Chief could have been a quarterback in college.
Kareem has Juju Smith-Schuster.
Juju Smith-Schuster, who I believe played at L.A. Poly, perhaps. That's a good guess. No, it is not. It is not Juju. Okay. Clue number 3. Given his hometown, he appears to have a pat hand. He appears to have a pat hand. Let that sink in. Okay. Final clue. This Chief was once involved in an alumnus on alumnus crime. This Chief was once involved with alumnus on alumnus crime. All right, gang, let's recap. Right at the top, he played his high school ball at a football factory. Could have been a quarterback in college. Given his hometown, he appears to have a pat hand. And he was once involved in alumnus crime.
All right, Brian Cook. Ruben says
Ruben
Brian
brings
Cook.
Brian Cook. That's awesome. Hollywood Brown. Again, good guesses. Not quite it. We need more players. We've got a tight group here. There's got to be other people out there. Don't be afraid. Send your comments in. We're not going to sell your information. We don't do that. So come on and play. Miko, I guess that's McCall. No, that's not it. So going once, going twice, going thrice. It looks like one of our panels may have a guess. It's not X. So okay, let's go, panel. Nick, who you got?
Oh, I thought it was Worthy.
Okay, it's not Worthy.
Okay.
Hence,
all
who
right,
you got?
Kareem, I was with you.
My heart tells me it's Joe Tooney.
It's not Joe Tooney. Coach.
FAU.
FAU. It is not FAU. It is none other than guy that got his first interception as a pro on Sunday, and it's not
nice.
T-Cuffs. It is Hense's man, Jaden Hicks.
No, that's his second interception.
Hey, know what? The Q,
whatever.
what's crazy? That's on him. That is on both.
So here we go. So he played it.
My head.
He played at Bishop Gorman in Las Vegas. Other guys coming out
Go
of
with your first mind, man.
DeMarco Murray, Roma Dunze, Ronnie Stanley, and DTR, of course. Could have been a quarterback in college because, of course, he was number 25. Given his hometown, Las Vegas, he has a pat hand. He wears number 21 for blackjack. And then he was involved in alumnus crime just this past Sunday when he picked off his high school teammate, Dorian Thompson Robinson. So there you have it. This week's Chief Who,
I blame both.
Jaden Hicks.
Nice.
It's the greatest game on YouTube, dare I say, in sports media. I mean, I say this with a humble heart.
Brought to you by.
But of course it is. Brought to you by Eric Haynes.
All right, we appreciate Eric for sponsoring that. A good one. That was a good one. Considering that Jaden Hicks is one of our top.
Hey, time out. Hey, Bo. Nah, that's your guy. You've been buttering his biscuit. And you didn't know that was him?
Look at us play. I knew it was him. I had it in my mind. Some say Jaden Hicks. Some say go with your gut, say Jaden Hicks. But I said, you know what? Joe Tooney. I thought you were gonna get the panel like a second time around. Like you gave everybody else one.
Don't try to sugarcoat it.
You knew what it was. Just give the answer. What are you waiting for?
Lou, we had that was on him. You ain't a Hicks fan. You're not a Hicks fan for real.
D'Amico, I do hear you. He might have two. That was not one of the clues. I just happened to.
He's San Francisco 49ers. He had that one in the end zone.
Misspeak there, but he did intercept his high school teammate. DTR. So
there you go.
All right,
but I appreciate.
Good job, Lou. Way to stump the guys.
Good job.
We have three more of these left
here.
We have three more in the regular season.
Yeah, we'll continue. We'll continue afterwards,
for the contest.
Not necessarily for the contest, but yeah, for the hardware, for the actual prize. We've only got a couple of these left. So.
Ruben said the love you have for Hicks shows. Hence, Ruben said the love you have
accordingly, folks.
Hey, that's my favorite player on the besides Mahomes.
But we couldn't tell the show. We didn't see it.
I almost had it. I said almost had it. But again, look at looking at before we move on. How many who's in first place? Who's in second? I know you said there's a first and second and third prize, Nick. So who's in first?
Kareem is in first place.
Yeah, just Kareem and Ken.
Kenny's in second place.
Nobody else has any.
Third place is
no one.
No, that's not true. It's
I think Ruben got one of them.
Freeway.
It's Freeway. Yeah.
Nope.
Who's in third place? Me?
No one.
He said no, none.
You're
Zero.
the only other one that got one.
Well, I guess I'm in third place. All right. Well, my prize will be designated to the person that one of the Chiefs Blitzers. How's that?
Okay. That prize is right there.
If I end up
waiting to be used.
And we'll pull Nick prize. We'll pull out the head on the show, right?
If the price is right.
If the price is right. Maybe we'll do a spin. Maybe we'll do a spin or something.
But speaking of the price is right. Is this the year of the Buffalo Bills? Let's get right into it.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, so put the tail end on this one. Hence, is this the year for the Buffalo Bills to
go to the Super Bowl?
Okay, so we got to make it clear because quite frankly,
make to the first round of playoffs.
That's really all they got left to play for.
So let me answer this. Yes, their year. I believe this is the team that can knock off Kansas City.
Well, we knew you were going to say that.
Come on,
why? But, okay, now,
but why? But why?
To your defense,
okay, but why? Right.
Setting aside, the obvious is Josh Allen. He's virtually unstoppable.
Yeah,
we all agree he's the MVP. There's no question. It's not even close.
I don't agree.
He's a monster.
Hold on, I'm talking.
They don't talk, Bo. Dang.
I'll give you a chance, my friend.
He said we agree. I don't agree.
Okay, I agree with myself. How's that?
Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Nick.
That's all that really matters.
Go ahead, Nick.
So let's take the Josh Allen out for 1 minute, for 1 second in this conversation.
Okay.
The best team is going to win the Super Bowl.
There you go.
This is the best offense in the NFL. Period.
I don't mean that.
It's the best.
Hold on. The
best quarterback in the NFL.
Come on,
but can they overcome their defense? That's the biggest. That's the only question. Because I happen to think that this could be their year. That's just me.
I'll answer it this way. This, I believe, is the best.
I know. I see that.
This is the best. Okay, now Nick gets deference. I don't. All right,
That's
great.
right.
So, so I believe this is the best Buffalo Bills teams we've seen with Josh Allen. So in the last however many years he's been there, 7 years, 6, 7 years, this is the best team that they've had. Now, it's not necessarily the best defense, that's for sure. It is the best offense. So maybe that overshadows it a little bit. Now, does that mean they're going to win the Super Bowl? I can't go that far because I believe there are some really good defenses on the NFC side of things. And I also believe that the Chiefs are capable with the guys they have to play, at a Super Bowl level defensively at this point. So I'm going to say no, but I will say this is the best Buffalo Bills team that we've seen.
But go ahead, talk.
I would say no.
I bet you would.
Yeah, they looking good on offense, but hey, when the Bills don't look good on offense in the regular season. But when they got to show me. They got to show me that they can do it in the playoffs. And I don't believe this team can do it in the playoffs. Their defense is going to let them down. They're giving up 44-some points a game, in the last 2 games, They gave up 40-some points, So I put it like this. I don't see the Bills doing it. I don't see nobody's coming in Arrowhead. I don't care if Patrick Mahomes on 2 legs looking like Forrest Gump out there with the crutches on. I don't care. I don't see if Patrick Mahomes is still breathing and still got a pulse in his body. I don't see nobody coming to Arrowhead and taking him out.
If he getting 3D'd and double teamed and slammed and bammed and whatnot, hey, he ain't gonna make it to the AFC Championship game until he get there.
I take Patrick Mahomes in a wheelchair playing quarterback, and he'll still get it done.
You see what happened with Tampa Bay? Hey, I ain't gonna go there because offense line let him down. But I'm gonna say this: the reason why I say this is because, man, Josh Allen is playing with a bunch of guys like he doesn't have star talent for real in that offense, right? And he's lighting it up, man. That man is lighting it up, and like you said, it's about the team. It's all about the team. It's all about good coaching, and the Bills is coached up very well. You know what I'm saying? They're not as strong on defense. They're really not as strong on the offense. But what they do have is a general out there. That's Josh Allen. Yeah, he's putting up tremendous numbers out there, man. He's breaking down defenses, man. He's making the right plays at the right time. He has beaten Kansas City. This year. Like I said, I feel like this is Josh Allen's time right now. I think it's the Buffalo Bills' time. Sometimes people can let these records get like take over. You know what I'm saying? Because you have a good record doesn't mean you're a good team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I do believe that Josh Allen has the keys to get the job done this year.
I think the difference in Josh's game this year is that he's not making like the boneheaded throw or just like stupid plays or turning it over at the rate that he has in the past. I don't think he's thrown more than like 5 or 6 interceptions the whole year. He's not fumbling it. He's not putting the ball in harm's way, but he's still in the red zone, probably, I would say, like the best weapon in the NFL in the red zone.
Absolutely.
Especially this year, because he's nearly unstoppable when he runs it, just because of his size. It doesn't look like he's going that fast, but he gobbles up a lot of territory because he's a long strider, but he's strong as can be. And then he's been able to throw the ball a little bit. And like you said, Dre, they don't really have any stars, but I mean, it's more like, I guess the Chiefs offense where it's equal opportunity. It just depends on that particular day, what happens to be going. I think James Cook is a budding star for sure.
Right.
Because he's an all around back and he can hurt you multiple ways, but the way they spread it around between Shakir and Kincaid and who's the running back? Number 26. I can't think of his name.
The rookie?
Ty Johnson. No. That's the guy from Kentucky. He's 22.
Johnson. Yeah.
Ty Johnson, like when he comes in, it's like for the amount of plays that he plays, the percentage of big plays that he makes is ridiculous because it seems like whenever he is in the game and he does get his hands on the ball, it's a big play, whether it's a score, first down, whatever. So I think it's kind of freed Josh to not have Diggs,
absolutely,
and Gabe Davis.
Yeah.
So they're
because they're just an all around good team, guys. Like honestly, they don't have star power. They just a good coach team. Like they know how to get the job done. And Josh Allen has matured very well. He's playing good football. So
that sounds all nice. But again, like I said, I would take Patrick Mahomes looking like this, and still. What the quarterback? I still take.
I'm done, bro. I'm done.
Whose face is on his mom? Is that is that Sally Fields or is that somebody else?
No, that's definitely somebody else. I'm not sure who that
man,
is.
Who is that, bro? Who is that, man?
That's blasphemous right there, Hense.
You would take Patrick Mahomes and knee braces, man.
I have a question. I have a question for everybody because the biggest narrative out there, and we can go through all these different questions and so forth, but the single most, I guess, asked question is, one, can the Chiefs do what they did last year? In other words, kind of find themselves and the defense just turns it up to a point where no matter who they play, it's going to come down to some sort of execution offensively to win every game throughout the playoffs. Is there any one game that they've played this year that gives you the confidence in saying that that's where I saw it, and that did they have a signature win? If you would,
I would say, you know what I mean, where I saw the grit in the team was when against the 49ers. That game, I would say that was the grit, the defense and offense. Patrick Mahomes giving up it was a vintage Patrick Mahomes running people over, running down the sideline, still making plays. You know what I mean? That's why I don't see it in Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen is this year's Lamar Jackson. You know what I mean? I feel like he's going to play good, probably make it to the AFC Championship and still get beat by Patrick Mahomes.
The only pushback I would give you there, Hense, is one, he beat Patrick. Two, San Francisco's not a playoff team. The last 2 weeks, Josh has done it against playoff teams.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I hear what you're saying, and I appreciate your belief.
He's buttering that biscuit.
But there is kind of a difference there. I mean, San Francisco is San Francisco. There'll always be, that team, but they're not a playoff team.
Yeah, I think the difference for me at the time, because I think the 49ers the 49ers and the Bengals I thought were the most significant wins of the season. I think with the 49ers at the time, I believe McCaffrey was coming back. They didn't play that game. Yeah, he was on the verge of coming back, but I still think they played well. The Chiefs just played better, and they made the plays, and they had to be really tough in that game. They had to be physical. They had to put a lot of pressure on Purdy. They relied on two young corners, and a safety to come in and make plays, especially after the injury to Watson. So I think that's their signature win. But I think the whole narrative of this particular topic is we all know that Josh Allen is who he is and what he is. And I guess for me, I think this is their best chance. I also happen to think, hold on, let me finish.
Dang, let the man
I
talk.
also believe this very strongly, that this is their last chance to beat the Chiefs in the playoffs, because I think both teams are going to change after this season. I think you're going to see I think you're going to see completely different teams in both these cities next year for salary cap purposes, free agents, probably some changes. I've heard Ken Dorsey's name is out there in the circle of potential head coaches. Ken Dorsey has been terrific. He's been absolutely brilliant with Josh Allen. They've let him run the offense to his strength. So I think for them, the Bills played about the best game. Hold on. The Bills played about the best.
20. You're speaking of Joe Brady. Ken Dorsey.
Sorry, Joe Brady. My bad.
He replaced Ken Dorsey.
Yes, I'm
Joe
sorry.
Brady.
Joe Brady. Yep. Joe Brady's the name that I'm hearing a lot in NFL circles for potential head coach. And I think the fact that the Chiefs, about this time last year, this is when they kind of put it together. This is when they kind of, the Bengals game, that's when they kind of figured out some stuff. That's after the big loss to the Raiders. This is about the time. And I think with the short week and everything leading up to this, and the fact that Mahomes is likely going to play, I think the Bills have the best chance, if they're ever going to have one, to beat Kansas City this year for a variety of reasons, but they have yet to do it. But I wouldn't be shocked if it happens.
Okay,
I'm not saying I don't want the Chiefs to do it.
Okay, real quick, my game is New Orleans. The Chiefs went out there and played well. The run game was looking good. Mahomes threw for over 300-something yards that game. It was a balanced game. Mahomes really went under a lot of pressure, and the Chiefs defense was stout in that game. So I would say New Orleans.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Fair enough.
Just speaking of Patrick Mahomes, what drives Mahomes to play through the pain? Is it the heart of a champion? Is it the grit of a Jordan? What do you have to say, Luke?
To quote EB, our man, it was on Colin Cowherd yesterday for quite. It was on the couch. It was a really good interview. If you haven't seen that, go ahead and look that up. It was pretty good. He's a competitive prick. I mean, that's all it is. And I think the fact that, growing up with his dad being a professional baseball player. Now, again, he was a pitcher and a lot of times was a relief pitcher. So it wasn't quite connecting as far as his dad, but I think the rest of the team, and watching how some of these guys would just be prepared and go out and play and would do anything they can to stay on the field. And a lot of times it's because they're in fear of losing their position. Mm-hmm. Now, I think Patrick is never in fear of losing his position, but I just think that inner competitor drives him to just say, you know what? This team relies on me. They look to me to be the leader. I'm going to do anything possible to stay on the field. And even if I don't play particularly well, just having me out there gives them confidence. So I think that's kind of the way it goes. And he just proves it over and over again.
What you
I'm gonna say, what Nick?
Well, I kind of piggyback to that too. I mean, what Bieniemy said is probably the most factual words to say about Patrick Mahomes. And I think for Patrick, I kind of look at it a little differently. I think the fear, I think that loss to the Patriots in the first time he was in the AFC Championship game kind of identified and who he was in that. From that point on, he's just been incredible, and he knows what it takes, and he knows the trappings. But I think the fact that Mahomes has taken on the mantle of the 50-year gap between Super Bowls, the fact there was so much pressure. I go back to the first playoff game against the Colts. Kansas City hadn't won a playoff game in 12 years? Something crazy like that. And he took that on, and he continues to carry this team over and over again. And his willingness to do so, I think, is his drive. He's not chasing anybody but NFL history and Tom Brady. And in the meantime, he's bringing the entire Chiefs kingdom with him, and he's going to do whatever it takes, and he'll sacrifice any portion of his body at this point to get it done. But the three-peat aspect, I think that's why this year is extra motivating internally for Patrick Mahomes to do something that Tom Brady never did. And I'm not saying that's the focal point, but I think the chance to make NFL history for Patrick, and a guy who appreciates the game as much as he does and plays the way he does, I think that's why he plays through the pain.
Man, Mahomes just got a damn problem. He just got a competitive. He's just like Jordan. Like, Brady, it's like you can't keep him out the game. He wants to win. It's like having that competitive spirit. A lot of cats don't have it. Mahomes has it. That's what it is. He just very competitive.
Yeah.
And then the trash talking eludes him. Now he's like, okay, all right, really? Put me in the game, coach. Like what Bo just put, that big him in the emergency room with 2 braces on his knees. Yep. You know what I'm saying? That's Mahomes, man. Mahomes, the biggest thing with Mahomes is he's too damn competitive for his own good.
Mahomes gonna win. He's gonna win no matter what. Wheelchair, no wheelchair. He gonna go.
Man, bro, come on.
Mahomes is gonna go get it done. I don't care what you say. I feel like Mahomes is going to get it done. Hey, it's competitive. It's that Jordan in him, right?
It is.
And speaking of that, man, it's just like what the guy said. I think it's going to make off the what's his name, Tom Slayton, whatever his name is for the.
Let's be accurate.
Hold on, it's Tim
Settle Jr., defensive
Tim
lineman. Before you show that, I think 2 other things that he and I think Jordan would say the same thing, is they feel a responsibility to the game.
Yep.
To not disrespect the game and say, well, I'll just sit out, because if I can play, I'm going to play. And I think Michael Jordan once famously said, is why do you play all 82 or whatever? He goes, especially, at any time, whether he's in Chicago or on the road, there might be some kid that this is the only chance they get to see me play. I'm not going to shortchange him. And I think that Patrick feels the same way, not just about Kansas City, but the contract that he signed, he bears that responsibility, and it's not about the money. It's not about, winning 3 in a row or whatever. He does not want to disrespect the game.
Yep. Hey man, time out. Hey, Hense, that picture you posted, right? If I'm the defense and this man throwing 300 yards in a wheelchair, I'm pissed off. I'm pissed the hell off. He's in a wheelchair and he dropping dimes in a wheelchair. I would feel so disrespected as a defense and as a defensive coach. Like, I'm like, how do we let this man beat us in a wheelchair, man?
Hey, I never. To be honest, I've never seen nobody. I know we've seen Jordan or Kobe or
You damn right you seen Jordan.
Sometimes LeBron or Stephen Curry, but Mahomes at a different level. You know what I mean? He's at a different level with his injury, like his ankles. You can't keep him out of the game. Like, he still was trying to go back in the game last week. And even though let's let you know that he's so competitive, right? Carson Wentz was repaired, coming out to speak right for the press conference. He said, "Hey, I'm still coming out there too. I'm going to talk at the press conference too, because I'm still going to start. No matter." And he came out there with no tape on his ankles, nothing. Like, let you see that I'm going to heal. He's what's that little green cartoon?
Gumby.
He's Gumby.
He's Gumby.
Hey, that's who he is. You need to put his face over there. Very flexible. He's got to get it done. But let's hear what the defensive tackle had to say from Houston earlier this week.
And this is the top team in the league right now by the NFL, but it's nothing. I definitely see this O-line. It definitely has its loopholes, and it definitely has its their struggles. But I feel like that we can take advantage of that. We got an elite D-line. I feel like Pat's a little banged up, so I don't know if he's gonna play or not. But I hope he's mobile enough, because we coming. in Arrowhead.
You guys plan to get after that?
Yeah, for sure. Pat better make a good decision. I ain't making no threats. I'm making promises.
I got you.
Hey, I love it. Hey, I love it, man. Hey, talk your spill, man. Talk your shit. Hey, I'm with it. Talk it because we can't be acting soft. Talk it. Yeah, motivate Patrick Mahomes. Honestly, guys, it's time to about Mahomes no more. It's about the damn offensive line. He told you your offensive line wasn't shit. So go out there and prove him wrong.
Yep.
I think
That
he
is true.
I think
That
he,
is true.
I
agree with
think
Trey on
he
that.
invented a new word. I think did he say leapholes?
Loopholes. I thought he meant loopholes.
But
Maybe.
he's in his zone though, Lou. He's in his zone.
Maybe they're going to jump over the lineman.
So remember,
like
guys, this talk was
like
about the line. It was about the line.
Leaky loopholes, whatever.
Leaky loopholes.
But I think his point is well taken. Is that they're watching film. They're seeing, oh my God, he's already. I think the stat was out. He's one of the most hit quarterbacks in the league this year. He's been hit 65 times so far this year. I think I saw this. Somebody posted it. I can't remember exactly who, but he hit 65 after game 16 last year.
Yeah, that's
which is still way too much, and now it's that much even sooner. So yeah, I mean, they can say what they want, and they've got you're a defensive lineman, you're going to use whatever you can, and so yeah.
Well, I feel like this. Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the smack talk, and it's just bulletin board material. The Chiefs don't need bulletin board material. They hear it all along. They're already disrespected. They're now, according to Stephen A. Smith, the 5th best team in the AFC. Their Super Bowl odds went down. The AFC odds went. They don't care about any of that garbage. So you can say whatever you want. It's not going to faze this team any. And the Texans players have to say those kinds of things because that's what gets them going. Because they're in a dogfight too. They're trying to better their seed or better their situation or gain some momentum going to the playoffs. And what better team to do that against than the Chiefs? So, hey, listen, talk all the smack you want to. That is not going to work in Kansas City.
Damn it, ain't about Mahomes, man. The line better step up because that man goes out there.
Well, that's not what we're talking about.
We're talking about the line, Nick. The smack talk goes right into the line. I'm talking to the left tackles. That man that talks so much noise about y'all. He said it in a nice way. He said it in a nice way now.
And that's the thing. That's the thing.
Way now.
I agree.
Patrick playing doesn't concern me because he knows his body better than anybody else.
Absolutely.
The concern is that he's running for his life most of the time, and the line is just not protecting well. Now, again, you can't protect him from himself. And again, the play that he got injured on, it looked very similar to other plays he's been injured on. But by the same token, he's made that play probably 1 million times in his life where he kind of leaves his feet, gets up a little bit over the line to make a pass. But when he comes down, you got like 12 300-pound guys at your feet. Sometimes you're not going to come down straight on the ground. You're going to roll the ankle. You're going to get bent back. You're going to get
shout out to Lamar Jackson on that one. Lamar be doing that shit all the damn time.
All day long.
I'll put it like
that's the thing that concerns you as far as Pat's concerned.
My concern is when will they learn, right? When will they learn to shut your mouth before you come into an important game? And Mahomes is on the sideline and he hearing everything you saying. You know what I mean? Like this coach say. That's what they're gonna be saying. Because he's coming. He is coming out here. He don't care about what you said on the sideline. He don't care about your ankles. What you talk about his ankles. He don't care about you talk about his offensive line. Patrick Mahomes is going to fire up under this wannabe team. I said it earlier before the season started. When the season started, I said the Houston Texans are not that team. That is not that team for real. They are 9. They sitting at 9-5. They got 5 losses, and they come in an Arrowhead. They want to poke the bear. When did you learn? First it was Burrowhead, then it was this, then it was that.
Burrowhead.
And now you talking about, hey, it's not a threat. It's a promise. So you promise to do something to Patrick Mahomes, and he's not going to take that lightly. I feel like this is going to be the best game for Patrick Mahomes when it's all said and done. This is going to be the game that wake up Patrick Mahomes. This is going to be a 400, almost 500 yard passing game for Patrick Mahomes.
It's a Walmart fence, man. He playing with a Walmart fence, man. He playing with the best choice fence. That fence can't protect him. It ain't about no Mahomes being the machine. It's about that Walmart fence. Cheap quality protection. That's what it's about, man. We ain't talking about no damn Mahomes being the Renaissance. We talking about Mahomes being Terminator T-1000. That damn line ain't strong enough, man.
Whatever, sir. Whatever. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I feel like Mahomes is gonna, take that threat because he said it's no threat, it's a promise. So a promise meaning this is what I'm gonna come and do to you. And then Mahomes is not gonna take that very lightly. So hey, remember, guys, the crack helmet, right? He is the Green Reaper. He is this guy. So watch.
He's gonna have that Shane Falco movement, Shane Falco play where he lets him come free, rush the passer, and throw him a heater.
Yeah, to Houston's credit, they do. I think they have like the second most sacks in the NFL.
They do. They have the second most.
So they are a pretty good rushing team, and that's like I said, they watch film guys, too. Man. They're seeing what we're all seeing. So yeah, he just happened to get the microphone stuff in front of his face.
They got Hunter, and they got Will Anderson, huh?
No, they got a good defensive line. The secondary is not great.
Yeah. So Mahomes T-1000 could be on your case now. You talking about Terminator?
T-1000. Just move the ball past the defensive line.
That's it, man. Guys, honestly, this whole season we talking about the line. It's the line, man.
Yeah, that's understandable. All that, but all I'm saying is this, man. You know what I mean? You don't want to keep going in and saying the same stuff, poking the bear, looking in the mirror, and calling his name.
Right.
That man. And that man is right there.
I don't know where you get this stuff from, but I love it, man.
That man is Patrick Mahomes. He's gonna rip y'all new one. I got a feeling he's gonna get it done, guys. Hey, they can talk all that nonsense they want. They can say all this they want to talk about. But Patrick Mahomes is coming, the offensive line and all this nonsense. We'll see.
All
so
right.
Hey, real quick. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Who's the little green people?
Green?
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
The orange people.
The Oompa Loompas. That's the offensive line right now. You got Willy Wonka and the Oompa
Cut them off. All right, let's go to the next topic.
Did we lose the jail cell?
I think so.
Is that a thing anymore?
No, it's all good. All right, can the Chiefs defense carry the load again? Have we seen enough in the last couple of weeks to see, especially the amount of interceptions that they had last week and the sacks, against a semi-mobile quarterback, and then of course against the third stringer, toward the end of the game. But can the Chiefs defense continue to carry the load, and do we have expectations that they're going to do over the next 6 games or so what they did last year? Hence, you go first.
I would say yes. I feel like Lou. I think Lou said it in the chat when the game was going on. He said it. Once that I think I seen it. It was him or Mango said it. That when the defense starting to get like the turnovers, the ball it continues to roll until it's going to roll into next week. It's going to roll into the weeks like that because this defense went like on almost a month or two spread of not getting turnovers, and now it came in rapid fire. I know it's the Cleveland Browns, but all you got to do is get that hope up. Like I can do it. I can take the ball away. And plus Charles Menahu coming back, looking like Tom Lee out there. He looking like Tom Lee coming out off the side, ripping the ball loose. What I mean? And George Kalafis is coming around. So I feel like I feel like they can carry the load, and I feel like this is going to be a hard defense to go against. Yes, they had the prior weeks. They had like some tough games. But they didn't fall off, but they turned it around. So I feel like this defense can carry them all the way back to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
I feel like they can carry the load.
Well, they certainly have the ability to do it. We've seen it. The only, I guess, the differences are obviously some of the veteran presence in the defensive backfield without Mike Edwards, without LJ. So it is a little bit different. But the young guys are starting, they're starting to come along a little bit. And I think it was Spags has said it, and maybe I've said it in the past, but yeah, the typically turnovers, sacks, they tend to come in bunches. And in that particular game, they showed, kind of the potential that we've seen all along. They just weren't finishing off those plays.
Right.
The other piece of it is you want to see him do it against a more mobile quarterback. Then I think it becomes like cemented in your brain that, yes, they can do it. You want to see him do it against Lamar. You want to see him do it against Josh Allen, any one of these mobile quarterbacks where, Jameis, say what you will, not a real threat to run to really run the ball. So even when he was escaping the pocket, a couple of those sacks were more so coverage sacks, and George cleaned it up at the end. Now Charles that was not. That was he beat his guy, came flying around the edge, and that was very encouraging. And for him to be shaken off the rust this quickly, that's a good sign, because he should continue to pick it up through the end of the year here. So yeah, I think they absolutely can do it. Again, what would really like solidify it was, hey, let's see him do it against a mobile dude. And you've got maybe Bo Nix at the end of the year. Russ a little bit. He's not going to take off and run as much, but he moves a little bit in the pocket. CJ Stroud, really not that much. So maybe that last game, you might get a few hints as to, hey, can we kind of shut down that mobile quarterback?
Yeah, I think for me, I think the Menahue was huge. Hicks, who we're going to talk about here in a minute, was huge. What I liked about the way in which the Chiefs defense played against the Browns was their aggressiveness. First series, they went after the quarterback. And I think that's when they're at their best. Even if they give up a play or they give up some yards, they give up a first down, to sit back and just to play prevent defense going forward isn't going to do this team much good, because they feed off each other when they're attacking. And I don't want to let's not undervalue how important it was for Trent McDuffie to get his first interception, because he's playing more at the position that he's had a lot of success for in the last couple of weeks, or the last couple of games in particular. And I think they're just going to use him the way they need to use him, to be the best defender out there in the secondary, and hope the young guys, can step up and do enough to, help the secondary. But it all starts with the pass rush. I mean, Chris Jones, God love this man, triple team for much of the game. He's the guy who helped this team get all the sacks, and he didn't get the numbers for it. And he's fine with it. That's why he makes the money he makes. He may not get his $1 million bonus for 10 sacks, but nonetheless, you have to appreciate what he does. And Nick Bolton is playing better and better. Leo Chanel's starting to get better. So I think everything is trending toward yes, to answer the question. I think the Chiefs can carry the load. I think they're going to have to carry the load. They're going to have to be as dominant as they were in the postseason a year ago for this team to get back to the Super Bowl, even if it's only hopefully 2 games on the road instead of 3.
Well, I mean, I guess I can say that. I guess I can say the defense can carry the load. I don't think they can. Honestly, I don't think they can for real. So looking at the talent they went against this year, I don't see it, man. I believe the offensive line got to carry the load for it. They got to step up. Those are the game changers. But nah, I don't think it's a defense for me. I don't think the defense is gonna carry the load this year going down the stretch.
I feel I gave my point, so yeah. Dre don't agree with nothing. We ain't worried about what he's talking about.
He's anti-agreement today.
So should Jaden Hicks start over Brian Cook? Brian Cook.
I answer that no. I like Cook. He's the one that was getting his time. Honestly, Bo, I know you like the man. I don't know why. Maybe he's a red bone guy. I don't know. Well, I can't say it because Hicks is red bone too, man. So I'm gonna say it like this. I like Cooks. Cook is okay. He is okay. He just, and he has his ups and downs. It's fine. It's fine. Ups and downs.
Go ahead, Lou.
Go ahead, Lou.
Hey, Coach, just for the uninitiated, what is a red bone?
Red bone is the light skin quality. it's the light skin. You know what I'm saying? You got a white, black, and you got light skin. You know what I'm saying? You put that in between. You know, you got
okay.
But
Right.
I'm gonna say this, man. Like for me, honestly, you can throw Hicks in there, guys, mix them up, mix and match with them and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I like that, but I don't think Hicks should start with Cook. I think Cook had a little more experience. He's just been put in a bad position, but you can still sprinkle a little Hicks in there too. Kind of get get them going in there. I'm kind of mix it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah.
I think all these guys are going to play. I don't know that. I mean, the starter who was on the field, like, you know, in the first series, they're like you said, they're going to mix and match. I think with Connor being hurt, I think the Knicks point, you might see Trent playing the nickel a little bit more, but you could also, I think Jaden Hicks might be able to pinch, you know, in a pinch, play that position a little bit. Again, they've been putting a lot on these guys' plates as rookies, guys that are coming in and asking them to play different positions. Shamari Connor, again, like I said, ad nauseum from the beginning of training camp. Even Nazi is not a full-time corner. That's just something that they're trying to do and trying to kind of convert him. And that's not an easy thing to do. They were able to do it with L'Jarius, but that was primarily because he did do both in college. He was primarily a corner, some injuries. He played safety in college. Then he went back and played corner. So a whole different story. But in terms of this, Jaden's obviously you see him getting more and more snaps. I don't necessarily have to put it in the same category as Cook. He's going to play more. For sure. Not necessarily over Brian Cook. He's just going to play more depending on what the defensive call is, where they need him. And he does have that versatility. So you're going to see him. Now, he's not going to be an outside corner. Maybe, again, in a pinch, he's playing like nickel linebacker. But you're not going to put him, against a very, like a top end NFL wide receiver and expect him, to shut him down.
Yeah,
right.
That'd be difficult.
But all those guys we've seen on the field playing, the defensive backs, they're all going to play.
Yeah, Hicks got more snaps than Cook did, and I think that was significant to gain more experience. Probably a good quarterback to go up against to make that happen. I listen. They love Hicks. They think he's their star of the future on defense. He's going to be the starter next year. I don't see Justin Reed is going to come back anytime soon, or at least for the Chiefs next year. And this is just part of the evolution. It's kind of what I said before with the young secondary.
Yeah, I agree.
This is when every year for the last 2 years in the back-to-back ride, the young secondary has stepped up in December and played great in January, and they're going to have to be. But Hicks is the key to that, I think, because of his versatility, because of his skill set. And, he's probably one of the best ankle tacklers this team has. It doesn't matter. He gets the guy down to the ground. And that's what you want from a safety who gets the opportunity to play.
Get to those ankles.
Very much in the same vein as Shamari Connor. I think they're very similar players. Yep. You just can't make a living with them. It's straight cover guys.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
I feel like, he should start.
I bet you did.
I mean, everybody knew I was going to say that. I've been calling for it all season. The kid, like Tyrann Mathieu and everybody said, Brian Dawkins and everybody tweeted out, this kid is like a superstar, in the making. If he can get more of the playing time, get more of the playbook down, I think it took a long time for him to get a playbook down, and now he's getting it. So now you see him getting more snaps. Now you see him getting more playing time, and as you can see that, the kid is big, physical, fast. You got ball skills as he shown in against the 49ers, as he showed last Sunday. I just can't wait till I see him. Somebody's coming out the backfield and he get a clean hit. And everybody
a legal hit.
A legal hit, and everybody gonna see what I've been saying for a long time. Hey, this kid is golden. This kid is our future safety. And I say start him over Cook all day, any day. I'm ready for it. Over you guys.
So when you say start him, what do you mean exactly?
The starter, I would put Justin Reed and
because they all play. I mean, it's not like a high school game where the starter he's going to play every play, no matter what. These guys rotate and whatever. So you're saying
is he a strong safety or a full safety?
He should be in there more snaps than any other safety. I think is what you're saying.
That's what we're looking. That's what happened last week.
So is he a strong safety or full safety?
I think he plays wherever they need him to play.
Reed's a strong safety, right?
Well, slow down. I don't think the Chiefs delineate their safeties as strong and strong safety and free safety.
Right. So Lou, when I'm asking,
they're interchangeable.
Who is Reed? Like, what position does Reed play? Is he a strong safety or full safety?
They all play safety. None of them.
They don't have a label.
Right. So
they're playing the nickel. So it just depends on the defensive.
That's what I'm saying, because remember, Reed might not be back with the Kansas City Chiefs, right? So what I'm saying is this: what position does he play? And is Hicks playing?
Well, I think Hicks and Cook are going to be the starters next year.
Okay. So basically,
unless they sign a free agent safety.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think they do it that way. It just depends on the call who's playing what. So
they're interchangeable.
So it just depends.
So they each play both positions.
Okay. There's not a Duran safety role in this defense. As a free safety. Okay. These guys interchange each other. All right.
I answered this question here. You said, who's that, Kareem? He said, what do you say? I can't read what he said.
Why is Ralphie next to the Chiefs logo? Has he been there the whole time?
Yeah, he's been.
Kareem, don't make us take it. Don't make us take a win away. It's been up there the whole time.
It's like the elf on the shelf, man.
That's right.
Where's Waldo?
We're in Christmas spirit for the rest of the month. So there we go.
Yeah, he's been there. So I on Countdown, I have Countdown to Christmas. I have different characters there. So yeah, he's been there. So what's the first thoughts on the Texans versus the Chiefs?
I was looking for the bull. Bison, is it? The Colorado Buffalo. It is Ralphie.
Bison, yeah,
that's a different one. Okay, so first thoughts,
Colonel
Texans
Bison.
Chiefs. I think it's the first thought. Everybody's well, who's going to play a quarterback? Everybody has their theory as what should happen, whatever. I guess conventional wisdom is, okay, let's play Carson Wentz in this game. It's a home game. Coach Reed is pumping him up, saying that he should be starting in this league somewhere, but he's on our team. So, hey, let's roll him out there. Give Patrick a few more days off. He can come and play on Netflix on Christmas, and nothing to see here. Move it along. Win this game with Carson Wentz in the defense, and then win one more, right? Mm-hmm. And clinch that number 1 seed. And then Carson plays again against Denver. So that's kind of it at this point. Everything else we've been saying, I don't know, since week 2 or 3. Offensive line has to get better. Defense is kind of there, but we're not quite sure yet. Last week you started to see some of the turnovers. Okay, that's cool. But first thought specifically is who's lining up under center and for how long?
Yeah.
Well, my first thought on this, Mahomes, be accurate, man. Be dialed in, Mahomes. I know he's the mighty Mahomes. He's the Terminator, but damn it, can you put the ball on the money? You know what I'm saying? Can you really read the defenses, man, and put the ball and throw? I mean, come on, get worthy a shot, Mahomes. Get worthy a shot, man. The man been open, man. Come on. Take time, be dialed in, and put the ball on the money. Also, like what Lou stated, the offensive line is trash. The left tackles is trash. Lou, I know what you're going to say. Be specific. The left tackles is trash. Like they stink. Yeah. So the left tackle has to take that into consideration and say, this man talking about us. It ain't worrying about the captain Mahomes. We're talking about the left tackles.
Okay,
I'm coaching up the coach, and he's taken to the coaching. This is
That's
awesome.
Right. That's right.
I feel so good, right? I feel
that's
so
right
good
because
right
the tackle should be like, he talking about us. Hey, he's talking about us. Yeah, step your game up.
I don't know if there's something in the water in Jacksonville. But the other night, who was it? Minnesota was playing Chicago. Was it Monday night?
Yeah.
Cam Robinson got called for lining up in the backfield, for false starts, pretty much everything that Juwan Taylor is getting called for. And where did Cam Robinson come from?
We almost traded for him.
Traded from Jacksonville. So I don't know if it's something
bad habits
down there. Whatever. But it just
not
seemed
that
like,
line, coach.
and here's the other kicker: they both wear number 74. It was kind of creeping me
queer.
out. I was
just
yeah. It was
look at the
That's
Jacksonville
creepy.
Jaguars. See?
That is creepy.
Dysfunctional.
You gotta be
Listen.
moved fast, get away from the Gators. That's what it is.
Yeah, get away from the Gators.
That's what it is.
My thoughts are again. I think this has to be the same type of game they played against the Bengals last year, and just go out there and just play Chiefs football, and just offensively. Patrick is not hitting open guys. He's not reading the field. He's getting crushed. We can sit here and say all we want about the offensive line, but listen, I thought Thuney and Caliendo played really well in the first half. In the second half, I think they struggled. And rightfully, it's Caliendo's first start. And Thuney's not as big as, the majority of the left tackles they see. Humphreys is not playing this week. So this is going to be the same offensive line. So if they can keep Mahomes upright, but to me, it's the swagger I want to see come out of this game heading into the Christmas game.
Mm-hmm.
If the Chiefs win this game and they play with their usual swagger and they make a statement, okay, that's what I want to see.
I like when you use the term usual because I cannot remember the last time they did that.
I know. That's what I'm saying. They had the swagger in the postseason. You saw it on the field. You saw it in every play. You saw it on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Play the music. Play the music. They can play that.
This is also their opportunity to say to the NFL, you know what? We don't like this schedule you put us in. We won the first game. We're going to go win the second game. And you know what? We're going to go win the third game because next year, Christmas is on a Thursday, and I guarantee the Chiefs are going to be playing on Christmas in 2025. So this is a way to kind of go back to the NFL and say, there's nothing you can do. We're going to three-peat. We're going to do that. We're still the team. I just want them to walk off the field with some swagger, and that's my only goal for this game.
My thoughts is, you know what I mean. I see what everybody else is saying on the panel, but again, I feel like you know what I mean. The Texans gonna come in. Everybody gonna try to take a bite at the champs. Everybody think the champs are wounded. Everybody think the champs are down, and everybody's talking smack on the champs, even in the media. You know what I mean. Everybody don't believe in the Chiefs because they ain't been putting up 800 points. But I feel like this. The quote what their defensive tackle said about Patrick Mahomes, I think that's going to elevate the whole team. Not just the offensive line, not Patrick Mahomes. It's going to go down to Chris Jones, George Kalafis, Nick Bolton, and you know who's going to really take it serious? And that's going to be Justin Reed, because Justin Reed don't like nobody talking crap about the Chiefs. So, hey, it's good. So when that's all said and done, you're going to see that happen. So that's going to be my first thoughts on it. And I feel like, you know what I mean?
Far be it for me to take a cue from the coach, but I'm hoping the offensive line takes it personally.
Damn right.
I think they're going to show. I think they're going to show some attitude.
I don't think Chris Jones gives a crap. I don't care. I don't think Justin Reed gives a crap about this guy. But the offensive line, hopefully,
that's
now again. We sit here and we say this, but we don't necessarily believe that the offensive linemen need more of a reason to all of a sudden now they're going to play well. Mm-hmm. They're all fighting their asses off. Maybe again, the left tackle position is just has been in flux. They really don't have an answer. God bless Joe Thuney for doing this and being able to just be able to shift out there is no joke. And he gets no breaks this week because he's got Danielle Hunter, Will Anderson coming his way as well. So, hey. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Thuney out there. So
it will be.
Let's hope again the cohesion with him shifting out and Caliendo coming in at guard just meshes a little bit better the second week now. And we just start to get on a roll. And I think, going back to, one of my explanations for going for it on fourth down when everybody thought it was such a stupid thing to do is I think what Nick was saying too is I think coach sees that he's trying to give them every opportunity to come out of a game feeling good about what they just did offensively. Mm-hmm. And to coach's point, as far as Worthy goes, he got 6 catches. I don't know how many targets he had, but again, you're not going to see, and I said it before, and for any one guy that gets more than 6 catches in a game is an anomaly as far as the Chiefs are concerned. Yeah. Right. It's just going to be spread out. That's just the way it's going to go.
That's the way it is. Yeah.
Yep. We'll see. That mentality may change. Hollywood Brown will be back Saturday, which is good news. Not saying he's going to get
the
6
numbers
catches.
will go down.
So the numbers will go
across the
down.
board.
But I do say that. Well, we'll talk about it Friday. I'll save it for Friday. All right.
Hollywood swinging, baby. Let's go.
Right, let's go. Good for him.
Let's get it.
But let's say, let's get right into our sponsors before we close up.
All right, let's talk about my good friend, Mr. Eric Haynes with the Eric Haynes Real Estate Group. There you go. If you're looking for someone that can help you buy or sell a house, a safe house, one that won't get broken into, you give them a call at 816-729-3785. You can email them at esellskc@gmail.com.
Proud sponsor of one, Jaden Hicks.
There you go. Another proud sponsor is my incredible wife, Emily Athan. If you are looking for a better health insurance plan, these two knuckleheads right here, they're not going to understand it. They don't even know what insurance is. But if you want someone who can help you navigate through the waters of the health insurance industry, there's nobody better than my wife, Emily Athan. Give her a call today at 913-215-9086.
Emily.
That's right. That's my girl. Next up, our newest sponsor, Resell Electronics.
Get the best deals on new and used electronics at Resell Electronics. TVs, laptops, Apple Watches, cameras, cell phones, plus so much more. And if you're into gaming, we carry new gen as well as vintage consoles. Resell Electronics in Independence.
That's right. Resell Electronics. If you're looking for a great Christmas present for either yourself, your family, or a loved one, this is the best place to go. Great pricing on cell phones, tablets, laptops, game consoles, TVs, any kind of games. They have so much stuff. You got 2 locations for your convenience, both in Independence, 1214 South Nolan Road, and also on 40 Highway in the flea market off Nolan Road as well. Make sure you tell them that the guys at 4 Guys in a Bar, Chiefs Blitz, and Bowtie Sports sent you, and you'll get 10% off your next purchase.
Resell
Electronics.
There you go. I like that. That's
T-Pain
really cool.
in the house. All right.
That's really cool. That's really cool. I like it. All right, guys. Well, the Chiefs will have another practice tomorrow on Thursday. Check out ChiefsBlitz.com for all the news. And later today on the injury status, it appears that Shamari Connor and Humphreys both will not play in this game. So it looks like Patrick Mahomes is going to start, but check out ChiefsBlitz.com. And for the 4 elves here, Lou, Andre, Hense, and on behalf of myself, gentlemen, we will see you Friday at 1:30, and we'll do a proper vetting of the Chiefs versus the Texans. Plus, another item from my collection will be viewed in a story.
Story time with Nick.
Story time with Nick.
So that's it. We're out, guys.
Hold on. Wait.